welcome back to Energy Discussions again.
I don't know why you're saying that, considering this is going to be coming out at the same exact interval as the other one.
No, but it's like, again, like another week, another discussion. But
Oh my God.
the thing is, this time, why the Oscars needs a stunt category. As of the time of recording and when this comes out, the 2024 Oscars will not have happened yet. And
why would you ever assume this video wouldn't come out before the end of the year?
well, I'm just saying, well, in case you watch it what if they watch it 3 years from now and they do have a stunt category? So, yeah, I'm just...
Well, they'd be able to see this video is old then.
I guess. Whatever. Anyway, they don't have a stunt category right now, and they need one, because what has come out is Mission Impossible 7 and John Wick 4. And those are only just two examples of just this year.
Yeah.
Of outstanding stunt work, either by the actors themselves or the stunt team, or just the crew setting up all this stuff, because it's not just the thing happening, it's setting up the thing happening. All the people, watching, safety crews, all this stuff that has to be there in order to make sure it's done right, done safely, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And there is no category for this. And as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, this isn't considered for Best Actor. Like,
Yeah.
For example, if Tom Cruise was going to be nominated for Mission Impossible 7, only his acting would be taken into account, not
the other work that he did.
Stunt work that he did, which I think absolutely counts. But since they don't want to address that, they should just straight up have a different category for it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just realizing how many facets of movie making just nobody acknowledges within the Oscars. The only people that really acknowledge are the big names. They don't acknowledge people that do the stunt work or have to do all the other legwork. Yeah, they have some makeup and artist categories, but those ones, they tried to cut those.
They did? When was that?
That was or at least cut them from broadcasting. That was all controversy.
No one was watching the Oscars, so it was too long, so they were trying to cut it out. Yeah. So
yeah, the amount of disrespect they already showed of people who pour their heart and soul into these movies is insane.
So that's a good point, though, bringing up that category specifically, because all these things go into making a movie and going into making the experience believable and immersing you in the world that they're setting up, characters, all that, which is makeup, set design, prop design, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Really creating the movie. So why is the stunt category any different? Oh, if an action movie didn't have stunts, it would be less believable. So why in an action movie is stunts different than makeup in a drama, right?
Yeah.
It does the same thing that does. And again, it's I'm not saying that the makeup people don't put in work, but the stunt people put in a ridiculous amount of work. You watch
makeup has a category at the Oscars.
Yeah. But it's equal amount of work at the very least. And we've watched the what bonus features for the Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah.
5. And
how many times Tom Cruise hung off that plane?
Yeah. I mean, man, part of that was probably just him being crazy, because he did not need to do that 12 times or whatever he did. But it's they do all this research and they invent, the 6th movie, the Halo jump scene. They literally invented a helmet so they could do it.
They had the backing of the military to do that. They literally invented military technology for this movie. No awards or fanfare at all.
Yeah, or Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, they got some... I don't remember if they won for what exactly, but they got recognition for sound and visuals. Oh. But it's how about the act of flying the planes themselves? That's a stunt.
Yeah.
And most of that was practical, if not all of it was practical.
I think it was basically all practical, because I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise, that's just what he does.
Yeah. Or, in John Wick's case, Keanu Reeves does most of his stunts. And it's like, these people are putting themselves in physical danger for audiences' enjoyment to make things as, what's the word?
Believable. To immerse them.
Immersive, practical, just real. They want to do it right.
Yeah.
And authentic. That's the word.
Yeah, you could say like, oh, this is just visual effects. No, it's not. This is not visual effects.
This isn't green.
The VFX people do like their own brand of work, and they deserve recognition, but they don't deserve to be lumped in with the stunt people. It's two very different kinds of work.
Which they also have a category for, if I'm not mistaken. Visual effects.
Yeah, no, visual effects is a category. Of course, it was a category before VFX teams existed and CGI was a big thing, but we don't need to think about that.
But, it's like same thing. All of these things do things for the movie. Why is the stunt team the only one getting cut? Especially, honestly, this would be the one category where some people might get upset that, the right person didn't win, but wouldn't it just be cool to at least acknowledge and show off all the cool stunts that were done over the year? Like all the ones that got nominated, you get to show the scene. Really?
Yeah, and so sometimes you didn't even know that a stunt was practical, and that would help shine light on that as well.
Yeah, I think that's also part of the problem is most people just assume it's all fake. It was done on a green screen set, and that's just not true. It's like these people fly out, they find locations, and they go and they get like dozens of people to set up stuff, film over hours, over days, and that's some reason not notable work. It's not worth recognizing.
I don't know.
I'm not following, especially I didn't even consider that. Like you pointed out all those other categories that are basically doing the exact same thing but just in different areas. It's like they all of these things are necessary to craft a movie. It's not just camera and actor, it's all these other things.
As much as Hollywood likes to pretend differently.
Yeah. But
why do the producers of a movie get to speak on the movie instead of the people who worked on it, they're 12-hour shifts?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it. Especially I don't know. You have just these people. You need professionals. You need people with specific skill sets in order to pull off a lot of these things. And it's like, gee, thanks for your help. Here's your paycheck. Bye. And that's it. It's like Top Gun Maverick made over $1 billion last year. And the only people who ever really know all the work that went into it is if you watch the special features.
And how many people watch the special features?
Well, considering no one buys physical anymore, not a lot of people.
Well, physical is coming back. It's coming back.
Slowly, but still, it's not. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, come on. The people and the people.
Well, the people need recognition. That's what the people need.
Yes. I don't know. As that turned into more of a rant than I thought, but any final points here?
Just add a stunt category, acknowledge the work that people put in.
Yeah. And how about any other categories do we think need to be added?
I wonder if there's anything that has to do with I guess art direction. I think that's a category, or at least mentioned in a category, but that would be a nice one to acknowledge.
That's basically set direction.
Yeah, set designs.
But set direction plus cinematography would be art direction.
And costume design, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of split up. That's almost tone. You're almost talking about tone.
I don't know if tone deserves an Oscar. That just goes under directing.
And that's more personal preference anyway.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, some things are super unique. Like, you ever see a Blade Runner movie, they have such an interesting and unique tone and visuals, but they kind of just get lumped in with cinematography. So, I don't know. Stunt is really just the big one that it's like, why does this not exist? I don't see any negative to having it in.
Because they're annoying. and they don't like people apparently.
I don't want to put down animated shorts, but why are those considered at the Oscar?
Well, like, not only that, but why are animated shorts considered at the Oscars, or like animated short films? Why is that separate from like regular short films? Is there even a short films category?
There's short films and then there's animated short films. As far as I know, I think there's both. But why can't we just combine them both into one? Why does animated need their own?
Well, why is there a best animated feature category? If it's like saying there should be a best romance movie category or a best, like, not even that. It would be like best live action movie.
The only reason I think that should get a pass is just because, well, assuming you have a good year, there would be probably too many to fit into the best category. I think the best picture category should be at most like 8 you should have to look at and consider. But now we're talking about 10 every single time, and about half of them within the last couple of years don't deserve to be there. So, whatever. That's another series we're probably going to do is analyzing certain years from the Oscars and just seeing if they got each category right or wrong. What we think about that.
There's probably going to be a lot more wrong than right.
A lot more wrong than right. But I think I'd like to balance it. Good years versus bad years every other time. That way to kind of keep it fair for as long as we can anyway until we run out of good years.
That's going to not take very long.
Yeah.